So I'm gonna bring you into a lot of different thoughts and a lot of different minds. And let me start this process going a little faster because I did this already once and I did it on a 30-minute segment. So I think it's a better version than this. If you want it, I'll send it to you. All you have to do is comment me or do whatever you have to do to get in touch with me, and I will send it to you, and it will sound so much better. But forgive me because this thing is in a 10-minute segment. It's hard for me to remember, and it's hard for me to do this correctly. Okay, so we were talking, and I wanted to let you know, man, Father Creator exists, and there's a lot of bad things going on in this earth at the present time. All right, I want to start with like the nations. I want to let you know about them. How about that? Because this is where I ended my last conversation at. So they're the nations, and I want you to know why the 2012 thing is so important. I want you to see the connection between everybody and how everybody is. And I want you to know why religion is so bad to me, because you're sitting there saying, I hate my brother, when your brother is all of these people. Now, you're saying only in God's eyes, yeah, everybody's my brother, but in all actuality, we've watched these movies that are documented over time that say war happens like this. And when war happens, people go in, they ravage this city, they take the women, and they inbreed with them. So therefore, everybody is everybody, and everybody is everybody. So you really are fighting your brothers and your sisters. That's why every single text has connection. I want to say something stifling to you, and it's going to really mess your mind up a little bit if you think about it. And it got to do with 2012 and all that stuff, and the mind and the Hopis, if you know anything about it. Now, Mayans believe not the end of the world. They believe that 2012, the second sun is going to light up. And I want you to understand what this means. And how do I know this is a good saying and that this is good? Well, if you follow anything like flags, have you looked at flags lately of your countries and all your continents and all that? Well, there's a few countries that do not represent the sun. Now, the sun is a representation of light, meaning the Creator. So anybody that's following the sun in representation is following Father Creator. There's two countries I know, definitely damn sure, that don't follow the sun. One of them is America. They follow the stars. And when I'm going to say this to you, I'm saying to you, it says in Revelation, and he had the stars in his right hand. The reason I'm showing you that they represent the stars. The other country is Russia. Russia has the moon and the star. And I want to show you another saying that they have in the Bible. Lucifer was given the morning star. Now, I don't know about you, but it's morning right now, and when I say morning star, I'm thinking sun. So this will give sense to why the Mayans believe 2012 a second sun is going to light up. And the reason I'm telling you this is because Japanese rising sun, China the sun, you have all these people that are about the sun. The Mayan Indians, sons, the Inca Indians, the sun, everybody, the Egyptians, everybody that you can even base anything to. That's how I know everything is all aesthetic in the same way that it all combines into the truth. See, because in order to find out the truth, you got to go through history and find out what everybody was talking about. What are they trying to tell us? What is the meaning of everything? Now, true enough, if I was in the olden days and I was the king and I said, go outside and tell me the weather, and my servant came in and he said, the sky is falling. But if it was the 21st century and I told my servant to go outside and tell me what the weather is, and he came back in and he would say fog. So I'm telling you, sometimes you have to debase things. Sometimes you have to go around things. Sometimes you just have to listen and put your mind into its own form of thinking. Because I want to tell you something. A lot of you saying, oh, I can't get the truth from the preachers, and the preachers are bad, and they only want my money, and they only want this. Well, I want you to know one thing. Most preachers go to school. And when you go to school, that means you've been taught something out of a book, which means somebody wants you to teach something a certain way. And the reason I'm telling you this is because, therefore, somebody would put you in a box. And And what they would have you in is a box where you cannot see outside of the box, because therefore you wouldn't think for yourself. You're going to think, believe them, trust them, do all this. And heck, we all do believe them and trust them on certain issues and certain things. And I'm going to tell you why, because we see a switch right there that can cut on the light. We have a remote control that can cut on the TV. Yeah. So I can give you credit for, yes, they have some knowledge. Yes, they are smart people. But I say to you, what if they have used knowledge wrong? I know that they use knowledge wrong. How do I know? Because they've taken a man and turned him into a woman. And I don't know if you understand this, but that's called playing creative. Don't speak that blasphemy. Do you see what I'm saying to you? That's blasphemy. No man was made to be a woman, and no woman was made to be a man. None. Because if that's what you were going to supposed to be, then you would have been that. Do you understand that notion? And to say that is to say that Father, oh, don't speak that blasphemy. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you're going around and you're sitting right here and you're saying, oh, I love gay people, you've chosen two masters. You cannot pick sides like that. Do you understand what I'm saying with that? When you choose your side, you need to know which side you're on. You cannot be in the middle with Father Creator. He draws a line. You standing on the line. You still will get killed if you own that line. Do you understand that? You have to be on his side. Do you understand that? So, I don't want to go deep into that because that's a conversation for another day. And what I want to really do here is just, I want to implore belief into those that don't believe. I want to set footsteps on the path to truth for those that do believe and don't know what to believe yet. So, for a lot of us, we're sitting here, we're listening to these people, and they're telling us all these things. But I know for a fact that the knowledge has been misused. How do I know? One, we got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. Two, Jesus come and he said everything that we've learned, we've been taught wrong. Three, in Revelations, it truly states that when this time happens, that we are at the end, Jesus or whoever, whichever person Father Creator sends at that time, whoever's supposed to be that messenger, is going to say to us a bunch of things that is going to destroy scientists, doctors, this, that, everything that we know. So what I'm trying to do when I say I'm gonna make you reborn, and when I say reborn, I am destroying your thoughts that you were given, and I'm making you a new person, because the new thoughts are gonna make you see a different way. The new thoughts are gonna make you act a different way. The new thoughts make you reborn. It's a little more than just thoughts to be reborn, but there lies the basis, the foundation of everything we need to know. So I say to y'all, we've been taught wrong. It's okay. We can do what is called reverse engineering. They tell us things of the flesh, but now we will teach ourselves things of the soul, the spirit. Okay? Because we know that flesh has been infected and diseased and tried out and messed over. So you said, well, what does this have to do with any of the stuff that we know? What that doesn't shed truth on us. That doesn't have us walking to the Creator. That doesn't put anything in the sense for us. Well, there is a lot of sense in there, because if you just realize any of the things I said, I've taken such a simple line and I've gave you a way to see it different, as the Father Creator was saying. One of my favorite lines is from Revelations, and it says, "Do not change these words." And though that is the simplest, smallest sentence, it is so powerful. At the same time, he gave us a prediction and a warning. He showed us his great power. He showed us that, hey, you don't believe me? Look what I've already done. This simple line tells you right here. I knew they was going to do this. That's how you know you can trust in these words. That's how you know you can trust me. That's how you know you should be following me. That's what he's saying. So